to projects. In this video, we are going to explain about the project that is AI Knows You Deep Learning Model for Prediction of Extroversion Personality Trait. Before getting into the execution, first let us understand what is the project about. Social media. It has become a very important part of our daily lives, shaping how we connect and communicate with others. Every time we post something, whether it is a text, photo, video, or even an audio clip, we are sharing a piece of ourselves. This user generated content, that is UGC, gives others a glimpse into your personalities, preferences, and also behavior. It is fascinating because through these posts, people are being able to express their emotions, thoughts, and experiences in real time, which makes social media a powerful tool for self expression. What makes social media even more impactful is that it encourages collaboration and also interaction. It is not just about posting for the sake of it, it is about creating conversations, building connections, and forming communities. These platforms gives us the chance to share ideas, engage with others, and discover new perspectives. In doing so, they offer valuable insights into who we are and how we think, shaping our digital identity in ways we might not even realize. And personality traits. Personality traits, they are basically long lasting patterns in the way we think, feel, and behave. These traits have a big impact on how we approach different areas of life, from the way we handle relationships to the career paths we choose and even how we manage our mental health. One of the key traits is extroversion, which is all about being sociable, assertive, and focused on the outside world. Extroverts tend to enjoy socializing, engaging in activities, and seeking out new experiences. On the flip side, introversion is more about enjoying solitary moments, introspection, and deep thinking. Introverts often prefer quieter settings and tend to focus on their inner world of thoughts and ideas. So, when we think about analyzing personality traits, especially through text, it opens up a lot of potential for different fields. For example, psychology, understanding someone's personality can offer valuable insights into their behavior. In marketing, it helps companies better understand their audience preferences. In career counseling, it can guide people towards roles that align with their traits. And in social media analysis, we can learn about people opinions and sentiments. However, However, even though we have so much data from social media, it is not always easy to pin down specific personality trait just from what people post. The way people express themselves varies so much from one person to another, which makes it tricky to get an accurate read on their personality based on solely the text. So the system, it is designed to predict personality traits, specifically focusing on extroversion. It does this by using advanced machine learning and deep learning models. So we will be using some advanced deep learning and machine learning models to analyze the data from social media posts. So the data comes from MBTI. So the data comes from MBTI data set where posts are labeled based on whether they reflect extroversion or introversion. To make sure that data is clean and usable as possible, the system first goes through several text pre-processing steps. So these steps include stemming and lemmatization. So it involves stemming and lemmatization, which helps to reduce words to their base forms and removing unnecessary words. We remove unnecessary special words, stop words, special symbols, or digitals that all of which could interfere with the analysis. Once the data is clean, the system uses advanced technique called sentence embedding. So here sentence embedding has been used for these algorithms convert the text for from the social media post into numerical forms. So here sentence embedding is used to convert the text to numerical vectors, which is essentially just a way of turning words and sentences into numbers that machines can work with. These vectors capture the meaning and context of the text so the system can better understand the personality traits expressed through posts and to make accurate predictions about someone's personality. So this project uses combination of machine learning and deep learning models. Here machine learning models like support vector machine, logistic regression and k nearest neighbor decision tree. So these algorithms are all the traditional approaches that look for patterns in the data and use them to make predictions. These models analyze the input data, in the case here text data from the social media posts, and try to classify it based on the features they have learned, such as certain word choices or sentence structures that might indicate whether a person is extrovert or introvert. On the other hand, deep learning models like long short term memory, that is LSTM, BiLSTM, that is bidirectional LSTM, which are more advanced and better at understanding the context and nuances in the text. These models work by looking at the sequence of words in a post, remembering important information over time, which helps them to capture more complex patterns. The BiLSTM model in particular looks at the text both forward and also backward, giving it a deeper understanding of the content. By combining both machine learning and deep learning models, the system can improve its accuracy and handle a wide range of data, leading to more reliable predictions about personality traits. So this is the proposed system. Moving on to the extension part. To further improve the accuracy, here we are incorporating CNN2D. It is actually shown the best accuracy out of all the algorithms that we have tested. What makes CNN2D stand out is how it works with convolutional kernels. Essentially, it processes the data across two dimensions. Think of it like think of it as looking at the data in both spatial and also the temporal ways. This helps the model to focus on most important features and refine them layer by layer, which ultimately improves the most important features and refine them layer by layer. So this improves the accuracy of personality predictions. And it is like system is getting better at picking up the right details from the data as it moves through the layers, leading to more precise outcomes. Moreover, the user-friendly front end of this project is built using Flask framework. This makes it easier for users to interact with the system, and it includes secure authentication mechanism where users can safely log in and try out the system. This interface allows users to evaluate how well a system performs, giving them hands-on way to test its capabilities. This addition not only improves the usability of the system but also makes it practical for everyday use whether it is personal testing or more extensive applications. Moving on to the implementation. To implement this project, we have followed some basic steps. That steps are importing libraries. So this step involves importing necessary Python libraries such as pandas, numpy, scikit-learn, tensorflow, and other required for data manipulation, model building, and evaluation. And then comes the data exploration part. So here the MBTI dataset, that is Myers-Briggs type indicator dataset, is explored to understand its structure and the content. This dataset includes social media posts labeled with personality types like extroversion and introversion, which will be focused for training the model. And then comes text pre-processing. Here, text is converted to lowercase to maintain consistency and avoid treating the same word in different cases as separate entities. Then comes removing punctuation and stop words. So punctuation and common words like is and the are removed as they don't contribute meaningful information for the prediction. And then we apply stemming. Words are reduced to their root forms. For example, running word becomes run to standardize text. And then comes applying lemmatization. So similar to stemming, but more advanced. Lemmatization, it converts words into their base form. For example, better, it becomes good. Then comes label encoding. This step converts categorical labels like personality types into numerical format, which is required for training the machine learning models. And then comes feature extraction. So here the clean text is passed through a pre-trained model to convert it into numerical vector that captures the semantic meaning. And then features are scaled to a uniform range, ensuring no feature dominates the learning process due to its scale. Then we split the data into train and test, where training set is used to train the model and testing set is used to evaluate the model. Coming to model building, this step involves defining the machine learning and deep learning models to be used for personality prediction, such as SVM, logistic regression, LSTM, bi-LSTM, and others. And then models which are initiated, they are trained on the training set of the data. To learn to predict the personality traits with the model adjusting its internal parameters to minimize prediction errors. And all the models which are trained are evaluated using different metrics. And coming to the part of front end, user-friendly web interface is built using the Flask framework where users can input their text and interact with the system. SQLite is used to manage the user registration and login securely. Then in the front end, users they will be able to give the text in the front end that will be pre-processed at the back end, and then it will be fed with the trained model. Finally, outcome will be displayed through the front end, whether the text is the extroversion or the introversion. Moving on to the implementation, moving on to the algorithms used. So these are the algorithms which are used to train the model for predicting the personality trait. So these are the different models. So we have used KNN, logistic regression, support vector machine, LSTM, by LSTM, and the extension model CNN 2D. And then comes the requirements to implement this project. We need basic requirements, which are hardware and software. Coming to hardware, we need operating system of Windows, processor of i5 and above, RAM of 8 GB and above, hard disk of 25 GB and above. And coming to software, we need application of Python, front-end framework of Flask, back-end framework of Jupyter Notebook, database of SQLite 3, and front-end technologies are HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and Bootstrap 4. So this is the overview of the project. Now let us execute. To execute, we are supposed to open the code folder which contains source code files. Let us open the code folder. These are the source code files in the code folder of a project. Let us understand each of them. How will they be used in this project? So open the dataset folder. This is the dataset that is used in this project. That is MBTI. So here we have different types, whether it is extroversion or introversion. And here we have different posts. So these are the text used to train the model for predicting the extroversion and introversion. Let's get back. Here in this test data file, we have test cases that we will be using in the front end for predicting extroversion or introversion. That is the personality trait. Let's get back. And here in the model folder, we have the algorithm information stored in .h5 files, numpy files, pickle files, and that will be loaded into the project code during execution. Here we have static folder. This folder consists of files related to CSS, JavaScript, and Bootstrap files, which are important for the visual appeal. And here we have templates folder. This folder contains all the HTML pages used in this project. It typically includes files like index.html, about.html, etc., which represent different pages of the website. And here we have app.py file. This .py file contains the information related to front-end logic. It includes code written in Python that handles server-side operations such as processing user requests, interacting with the database, and generating dynamic content to be rendered in HTML templates. This is the IPYNB file. This is a Jupyter Notebook file which contains the combination of code, graphs, and outputs all in one place. It allows users to write and execute code in individual cells, making it a popular choice for the data science. And here we have signup.db file. This file is a database file which is used to store the user information. So this is about the code folder. Now let us execute. To execute, copy the path of the code folder from the address bar of the file explorer. I'm copying the path. Now open the command prompt. So it has been opened. Give the command cd, give the space, paste the copied path, and now click on enter. Here, if you observe, current directory is changed to the code folders path. Now compile app.py file by giving the command python space app.py and click on enter. This command will execute Python script and perform a runtime check for any syntax errors or logical issues. And after running the app.py file, Flask framework will host the application locally at the default address, which is the local host and the port unless configured differently. So this is the local host and this is the port. Now we are supposed to copy this local link provided by the Flask framework and paste it in any web browser. I'm copying the link. I prefer Google Chrome, so I will paste it in that. Paste the link here, click on enter. This is the web page of the project, which is displayed in the browser, and this is developed using Flask framework. So now we need to sign up. Click on sign up and enter all the registration details if you are registering newly. I have already registered, so I will directly sign in. Click on sign in and give your username and the password and click on sign in. We have signed in successfully and we are redirected to prediction page of the project. So here you can see a choose file button, right? We need to click on that for uploading the test case file. Click on that. So this is the file that we're going to upload. Select it, click on open. Before uploading, let's see what do we have in that file. So let's get back to the code folder, open the data set, click on this. So these are the different test cases that we will be uploading now for for predicting the personality trait. Let's get back to the application. Click on upload. So this given text, they will be pre-processed at the backend and then it will be fed with the trained model. Trained model will be giving us a prediction. So here we got the prediction. So for the first uploaded text, this is the first text that we have uploaded, and here we have the prediction that it is the extroversion kind of text it is. Then comes the second test case. So this is the second case that we have uploaded. Based on the uploaded text, here we got the prediction that it is introversion kind of text it is. And for the third case, here we got the prediction that it is introversion. For the fourth case, introversion it is. For the fifth case, here we got the prediction as extroversion. And for the fifth case, it is extroversion. Similarly, for all the uploaded text, we have the prediction. If it is introversion kind of text, it will predict as introversion. If it is extroversion kind of text, it will predict as extroversion. Now let's check with the graphs. Click on graph. So here we have the graphs. So this graph is the confusion matrix graph of the CNN 2D model. And this is the CNN 2D's ROC AUC curve graph. Here on x-axis we have false positive rate and on y-axis we have true positive rate. And this is the accuracy score comparison graph. Here on x-axis we have the accuracy score of each algorithm and on y-axis we have all the algorithms which are trained on MBTI dataset to predict the personality trait. Here if you observe, extension model has the highest accuracy. And this is the precision score comparison graph. This is the recall score and this is the FN score. Here, accuracy, precision, recall, and FN score are used to evaluate all the classification models to see how the algorithm is performing. Now let's click on sign out. In this switches, by giving the text to the application, it will predict whether the given text is extroversion kind of text or an introversion kind of text. So this is all about the project.
Thank you for watching video. For more projects, please visit our website www.trueprojects.in. For updates on latest project videos, please visit True Projects YouTube channel and subscribe.